When we were all just first getting our cars, or our hand-me-down cars, in high school, um, Mike was, I think, one of the first guys to have a car. He had a 67 uh, Pontiac Parisienne, baby blue, and I think the interior might have been white or light blue. It was a really beautiful car. It had a 2-speed automatic transmission. It was you had on the gear shift you had low and drive. There was no second. There was no number two. So this would have been about 1973, 74, something like that. Anyway, we would regularly go driving around in this car. Now, in those days, we were guys, we had wallets. The girls maybe had a purse. And for a guy, in those days, it was against the rules to keep your wallet in your front pocket, because that made a comment on your lifestyle. So you didn't want to be seen to be playing for the other team, so you would always keep your wallet in your back pocket. Now, our wallet, different people would store different things in their wallet. For me, it was some money and I think a bus pass and maybe school ID, which you could fill in your own date of birth, so you could fake that you're a little bit older than you actually were. So all of us had wallets that were, maybe that thick as my thumb or so. My friend Mike, the guy with the car, he had a wallet that was like a filing cabinet. He had everything in there. His entire life, I think he had all of his ID, birth certificate. Now, we didn't have credit cards in those days, especially us young guys. He had a big wad of cash with him all the time, different denominations, receipts, everything you could imagine. His wallet was this high. Okay, that's a good 5 inches. And now it wasn't closed flat. It was like stuffed open, like I don't know what you call it. One of those sandwiches that you put, like a Subway. You put all the meat in. Okay, so it's open like this. It's got cash and receipts and everything sticking out of it. And you can't drive with that in your back pocket, right? But you can't put it in your front pocket. For me, I had it in my back pocket and I just suffered with it. You sat on it and you got pain in one of your butt cheeks and you suffered through. Mike couldn't do that. That thing was so high, it would throw off his back and he'd get scoliosis if he tried to sit on that thing for a few minutes. So he'd pull out his wallet. Every time he got in the car, he'd pull out his wallet, he'd put it on the dash. So here we are driving around. In plain view, there's a wallet with a whole bunch of cash in it sitting on the dash. Because usually there was somebody sitting right beside him in the front seat. So it was like a ritual. He'd get out, he'd grab his wallet, he'd get in, he'd put his wallet. And we're all walking around with one butt cheek is fatter than the other because we got all of our wallets in our back pocket. That's something I remember about Mike. Mike had the fattest wallet of anybody I knew. More to come.